Listen, Monk Mo Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, you got to understand. This is the importance of being a loner. Listen, matter of fact, this is gonna listen. I'm gonna name the title whatever I name the title, but let me just explain why everybody else who can't be alone, they're the ones getting manipulated. A lot of people who need to be around other people, they're the easiest people to manipulate. A guy 10 toes down, listen, I make content for men. So a man who is 10 toes down, if he's a loner, first of all, he has the easiest chance of becoming a multi-millionaire without the betrayals, without people pocket watching. How can people pocket watch you? If you're by yourself, nobody can pocket watch you. You're by yourself. Nobody knows your moves. Listen, besides the YouTube, nobody knows in society that you're trying to run up 40 to 80 million dollars. So nobody knows your plan. At the end of the day, another benefit of being 10 toes down, I mean, if you 10 toes down, like when people hate on you, listen, I got people who low-key be trying to hate on me. I got people on YouTube who be low-key trying to hate on me. At the end of the day, you got to understand, it doesn't affect a guy who is 10 toes down. It does not affect us. We was going to be alone regardless. When we get 20, 40, 30 million dollars, I mean, we wasn't going to invite you to the mansion anyways. We were going to be in a mansion with our future children or our future wife. Besides that, listen. Like, there's no way, listen, do you know how hard it is to manipulate and run that 48 laws of power type game on a introvert, a guy who is 10 toes down? If you speak less than necessary, the fourth law, I mean, the guy 10 toes down didn't care about that in the first place. He doesn't, man, why are they trying to speak less than necessary? He didn't want to hang around you in the first place. You got to understand. A lot of people who can't be alone, they get manipulated. This is why a lot of people, they got to read books on how to win over friends. They can't be alone. Instead of them putting together a master plan, they have to read a book on master manipulation to get around somebody else, to get around a weak person and manipulate them. Do you understand people who want power over others? Alpha females, alpha males, they're one and the same. They feel powerful. They feel above the next person. Listen, I am not above a human and I am not below any human. All humans are on the same playing field. The only difference is mindset. The mindset sets you free. So you got to understand, who's going to betray a guy who is 10 toes down? There's nobody around us who's going to betray us. Who's going to break our heart? There's nobody around. Who's going to finesse us? Academy Sports, their prices are already set. So how would they finesse us? At the end of the day, you got to understand, who's going to finesse us? Best Buy, when I go buy the PlayStation 5 and I go buy the Xbox X Series, you got to understand, who's going to finesse us? It's impossible. The loner, the guy 10 toes down, he's the only one who can focus. He's literally in his own lane. When they, like, a lot of people love to say, yeah, I'm in my own lane. You got to be in your own lane. But if you have people around you that you're trying to take up when it's lonely at the top, they said it's lonely at the top. The guy 10 toes down wasn't around anybody in the first place. So the guy 10 toes down, he can do semen retention, retain his seed, not have sex for 10 years straight, run up 10 million. He can have 20 to 50 different YouTube channels. Do you understand? YouTube will allow you to have 50 channels. If you make 20K a month on 50 channels, just 20K a month on 50 channels, that's $1 million a year. I mean, $1 million a month. Do you understand? Only the guy 10 toes down could do that. We don't need a Kai Cenat. We don't have to get in showers with another man with Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed. We don't have to use women to come on a podcast like DDG. DDG can't even make videos without a woman being in the video. He cannot make content without women. Only the guy 10 toes down can actually make the multi-millions without needing anybody but the ecosystem. DDG, he made that millions of dollars with females. Like, he had to have females. If he didn't have females on his content, he wouldn't make that money. He wouldn't be lit. You got to understand, these people are needy. The only people who are actually not needy is the guy who's 10 toes down. The guy 10 toes down, we don't have to worry about getting betrayed. There's nobody around. It's just us. It's just me and God. Me and God, that's it. The guy 10 toes down is the most powerful guy. I repeat, the guy 10 toes down is the most powerful guy. We don't need anybody. Being 10 toes down makes you automatically have to step your game up. Because you can't depend on anybody. You can't depend on a dude around the corner, not the dude at your job, not the dude 2 states over. You literally can't depend on anybody. We don't have to wait till the crew gets here so we can start the video. I could start a video as long as I got my phone, as long as I got enough battery, I can make a video. I am literally like the guy 10 toes down. He cannot be manipulated. If people love to call us a narcissist, oh, who do you think you are? I just think I'm myself. I just think and know that I'm not a victim. I just know I'm gonna make it. I just know I'm gonna make $40 to $80 million. I'm gonna achieve that. I don't have no snakes around. They love to say keep your grass cut low. But you don't know what's inside of the minds of other people. You can't read other people's minds. If nobody's around, a guy who is 10 toes down, I could turn down a $1 million deal right now. If that 1 million comes with disrespect, I'm 10 toes down. What's me being alone? I've been alone a long time. I've trained myself to be alone a long time. I don't need people. Dudes gotta watch red pill content, work on a text game. They gotta learn how to text a person. I don't have to learn how to do none of that. They gotta learn how to manipulate somebody, get inside somebody else's brain. I don't have time for that. I'm literally living my life. When you have friends, you're living each other's life. You want to do what your friend's doing, and he wants to do what you're doing. You want each other's position. You got to understand. The strongest man, listen, you got to understand, only the strongest survive. The people who need friends, they can't survive without their friends. As soon as their friend leave them or their friends start acting weird, now they feel some type of way. The man who's 10 toes down, why would we feel any type of way about others when we don't want to even be around others? They want to teach you female nature, but what about male nature? A male will slime you out just like a female will. A woman will betray you just like a man will also betray you. You got to understand. Dudes still playing the dating game because they also can't be alone. Women still date because they can't be alone. Don't you understand, in America, people have to date so they can help each other out? They depend on each other. The man who is alone depends on nobody. If I got 12 Lambos and I'm not married yet and I don't have kids yet, if my Lambo breaks down, like, who can I look to for help to fix my Lambo or to loan me the money for the Lamborghini payments? Only me. Only me. You got to understand. The guy 10 toes down, he doesn't complain. He's the only one strong enough to understand, if this happened, then I gotta do this. If this don't work, then I gotta do this. You got to understand. People who got friends and people who depend on others, they actually get let down on a day-to-day basis. People lie to them. They didn't know that they were getting lied to. Then they found out. Then it hurts them. We don't have to deal with any of that. We don't have to deal with lies. We don't have to deal with dudes be on social media beefing. We don't have to worry about none of that. We don't have friends. Beef, robberies, backdoors, that's an inside job. It's an inside job. Who's on the inside? Nobody's around us. Nobody's in proximity of us. You got to understand. The strongest person is the loner. It is not lonely, because if we enjoy being by ourselves, it's actually not lonely. I could be in a Lambo making Lamborghini POVs. That's more content, more income. I'm living life. I could go to the gym, train by myself. I don't have to go to the gym with 5 different dudes and we in a competition who could lift the most. I don't have to do that. I could do my own workout. Listen, my skin is so clear and so smooth and so shiny because I have no stress. Who's stressing me out? There's nobody around me telling me, you know they don't like you. There's nobody around us telling us that. People are around their haters. People are around their future backdoors. People are around their future haters. And people been hating on you, so they're not even your future haters. You don't think your friend goes back and tells other people that you don't even know about what y'all conversations? Are you crazy? You got to understand. If we don't have friends, you got to understand. We are the only muscle. People can't be alone. People who can't be alone, that's a little weakness. They will take somebody's disrespect because they can't be alone. They have to get disrespected. If they be alone, they gonna feel like they disrespecting their own legacy. And they don't even got a legacy. You got to understand. We can actually be alone. So if somebody do this, we could stop hanging out. I prefer to be alone anyways. If a dude who does security want to talk like this with the hands on the hip, listen, I gotta go. Excuse me for a moment. Pick up the phone. I gotta go. Nothing affects us. We wanted to be alone anyways. Being alone is how we stay in our own lane. When you stay in your own lane and you don't follow the crowd, because you got to understand the crowd, it's crowded. Misery loves company. If you master being alone, you're not miserable because there is no company. The ecosystem doesn't technically count as company. We just got to like minds, but we're not physically around each other. You got to understand. People who can't be alone, they have power games. They play power games and they want control. The dating game in America, either the man wants control of that woman or the woman wants control of that man. It's not genuine. They're not free. They're trying to control each other. Who's trying to control my multi-millions in the future? Nobody. Nobody. Who's around me? Nobody. At the end of the day, when I run up 20 million, listen, hiring bodyguards, armed security. I'll hire armed security. I'll be good. You got to understand. I know I'm attractive. I'm going to get swoller, bigger, buffer muscles. So you got to understand. I'm going to have clear skin like this at 40 years old. No gray hair. Like at 40 years old, I'm going to have no gray hair. Because I'm not around people getting disrespected. This is how you have high self-esteem. When you get disrespected a lot, your friends crack jokes on you. Disrespectful. So, if your friend call you a BAN, but he just playing, you gonna end up with gray hairs because not only your friend call you a BAN, your girlfriend call you a BAN. Your girlfriend don't even respect you. You can't end that relationship. You didn't destroy your lust, so she give you the sloppy toppy, and she disrespect you. You can't end that relationship because you're afraid to be alone. You got friends because you're afraid to be alone. You got to understand, people don't want 20 Lambos just like you. They're not on the same mission as you. 20 Lambos and the muscles, no steroids. Who wants that? Who is working towards that same goal? Why would you let them come around you? At the end of the day, you're not on the same mission. Some people don't want that. You got to understand. How can two walk together if they don't agree? People real life think arguments are normal. If me and my future wife ever have an argument, it will be a divorce. I'm going to give her 10 million so she could still, be good. 10 million. I'm going to give her a beach house, one of my real estate properties. But I'm going to get married overseas, so she's not getting half. She's just getting this $10 million in a free beach mega mansion house, whatever you want to call it, the Maybach, the Maybach. I'm going to give her 2 pink matte pink G-Wagons. Invest $100K into her business and she good. Give her a food card for her favorite restaurant. And she can go have a nice life. I would never get in an argument and stay in a relationship because I mastered being alone. Which means I will run up the multi-millions without anybody. So what that means is I don't need anybody. I'm not a needy person because I mastered being alone. If somebody stopped rocking with me, I could care less. I could care less. Listen, go that way. Go that way. You can go that way or you can go that way. But you can't be around me. You got to understand. I already have my mind made up. I already know what I want in life. You got to understand. I just came to make this short video. I could have went live, but you got to understand. The other live video is still loading. That's going to eventually drop. So you got to understand. Monk Mo Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.